Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Cetoute and I'll be presenting my first grade mini lesson on the human life cycle. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, good morning class. Today we're going to be learning about the life cycle, the human life cycle. We have been learning about other life cycles like the butterfly, yes, and the trees, very good. And so now we're going to move on to our life cycles. But before we start our life cycles, let's go over the class rules. Let's go over it together. Everyone, looking eyes, quiet lips, or mute your button until question time. Listening ears, calm hands and body, and caring and respectful hearts. That means we wait our turn and we say nice words. And if we can't say nice words, we keep them to ourselves. Okay, now let's move on. So today, let's go over our visible learning goals. These are our goals that we have to say to each other, and we have to remember the reason why we're learning what we're learning. So today I am learning about the human life cycle so that I can determine what life cycle stages I have lived through already. I'll know I've got it if I can determine which life cycle stage I am in and identify the characteristic that goes along with that stage. Now, when we think about the life cycle of the butterfly, who remembers what came first? Was it the butterfly or the eggs, the baby eggs? Which one came first? Listening ears. Right, the eggs. And so every life cycle goes through the stages of starting out as an egg or a seed. So what is it that we know already? All living things have a life cycle and they start their lives as a seed or egg. Animals start out life as eggs. Plants start out life as seeds. Question, are you a plant or animal? Hmm, right, you are an animal because, who knows, you feed yourself by eating other things like plants and other animals. You drink milk from your mommy when you're born. And you're warm-blooded. Those are some good characteristics of animals. And plants, they stay in the ground and they get their food from the ground and the air. And they're not warm-blooded. They just grow naturally from the air and soil. Very good. Okay, so let's go over our vocabulary. Remember, we always have our vocabulary in English because all of us speak English in the United States, and we have them in Spanish because there are some of us who are learning English and they speak Spanish. So we're going to go over our vocabulary words and we're going to try to say them in English and Spanish. Are we ready? Okay, so our first vocabulary word is baby, right? We need to know that we start off as babies. So we have baby. And in Spanish is bebé. And everyone say baby, bebé, baby, bebé. Very good. And child and niño and niña because if it's a boy, it's a niño, and if it's a girl, it's a niña. So it's child is niño, niña. And everyone say child, and then we're going to say niño, niña. Very good. And now we're going to move on to teenager. Some of us have big brothers and sisters, and some of those big brothers and sisters are teenagers. They're not grown-ups yet. They're not adults yet. They're teenagers. So we're going to call them adolescente and teenager. English teenager, Spanish adolescente. Very good. And adults, our mommies and our daddies are adults. Me, Miss Jessie, I'm an adult. And we say adult, and then in Spanish, Mario, Mario. Very good. And can we say elderly? An elderly person is an old person, like your grandma, grandpa. So we can use Mario also for elderly, or we can say abuela or abuelo. Okay? I only put mayor because we can use adulto for adult and adulta for adult, and we can use Mario for both of those words. Okay, and normally whenever we go through a lesson, we always have the 5 W's. Who, what, where, when, and why. We use them so much, so we must always keep them in mind. Always remember what they are when we ask a question, when we're thinking about things. So we have who, and in Spanish, We have what in English, and then we have qué, and then we have where, and then we have dónde, and then when, and cuándo, why, and por qué. Okay, so these are our vocabulary. Keep them in the back of your mind. Remember it when we're talking about what we're talking about today, and that is the human life cycle. Okay, so this is how we grow. The human's life cycle and all those life cycles that we have talked about is about how things grow. So we always start growing the same way, no matter if we're a plant or an animal. We always start off as a baby or a seed, so humans are babies. Is anyone in here a baby? No, sorry. I don't see any babies in here. Toddlers, child, preteen, teenager, young adult, adult, and Mario or abuelo or abuela. So can you figure out where you are? Which one are you? Are you a baby, adult, or child? Which one are you? Just raise your hand. Let me see. Okay, Janice, which one are you? Are you a baby, adult, or child? What? You're an adult? Are you sure? What about you, Christine? Are you an adult? Are you an adult, baby, or child? You're a child? That seems kind of right. So now let's figure out if we are adults, babies, or children. So what do babies do? ¿Qué puedan hacer los bebés? What do babies do? So babies cry and they cannot talk. They eat from a bottle. They drink their milk. They cannot walk, but some of them crawl. Cannot dress themselves. Their mommy or daddy has to take care of them and dress them. And they do not go to school because they are too little and too young to sit in a classroom like you can. So are you a baby? Let's think about that. Are we babies? No, we're not babies. How about children? Are we children? What do children do? ¿Qué pueden hacer los niños? What do children do? Some can walk and talk. Some can feed and dress themselves. They go to school and they play with friends. Do you feed yourself and dress yourself? Yes. Do you go to school? Yes. Do you play with your friends? Yes, you do. And can you walk and can you talk? Yes. So are you a child? Hmm. I think so. I think you are a child. What do adults do? So look at these pictures. What do adults do? They talk and walk. They feed and dress themselves. They go to work and they take care of families and pets. What is this adult doing? What is he doing? Yeah, he is playing with a child. Oh, that's his daughter. He's playing with his daughter. Yes, he is playing with his daughter. And what about her? What is this adult doing? She's helping the old lady. Very good. And that's what adults do. They help people. They go to work and they do things like this lady in the corner. What is she doing right here? She is teaching. Yeah, she is teaching just like I am teaching, just like Miss Jessie is teaching. Big question. Hmm. What life cycle stage are in? So we went through the babies, we went through the children, we talked about adults. Um, and are you a grandma or grandpa? Hmm, what stage are you in? Ricardo? Yes, you are a child. How do you know you are a child? How do you know, sir? Do you go to work? No. Do you drink out of a bottle? No. What do you do? Yes, you play with your brothers and sisters. Yes. You go to school. Yes. You put on your shoes by yourself. Very good. So you are a child. Very good. Okay, so now later, this is what you're going to do. You're going to make your own slide. So I made slides talking about babies, adults, children, and grandmas. Now you're going to make your own slide to figure out what stage, what life stage are you in, and you're going to talk about what do you do. Just like Ricardo said, he played with his friends and brothers and sisters. He put on his own shoes and he goes to school. So these things he can put on his slide. You're going to think about things you do and put it on your slide. So you're going to go to your Google slide, this yellow one right here. When you go to your Google Classroom, and then on you're going to need 4 slides. You're going to need a title slide with your name on it. So I know it's yours. And then you're going to need to make a baby slide up. So you're going to put a picture of a baby or your picture. And you're going to talk about what you used to do as a baby because you are not a baby anymore. Then you're going to write the stage you are in. If you're not a baby anymore, what are you? What stage are you if you're not a baby anymore? And then number 4, you're going to put a future slide. You're going to put a slide of what you're going to be when you get older, when you grow up. So you can choose between being, let me see, a teenager, an adult, elderly, and you can put that on your slide. And things you're going to do, like go to work or drive or cook for your family, things like that, you can put on your slide. Don't forget to ask your mommy and daddy for help. And don't forget to ask me for help if you need help. On your slide, you need one picture. Don't forget, each slide need a picture. You need a picture of a baby or a child or an adult to say what each one means. Okay? So this is my example slide of a baby slide. And when I was a baby, I used to crawl, I wore diapers, I cry sometimes, and I eat baby food. So this is my baby slide. And so there were so many cute babies, I just put them all on my slide. And it's still one picture, but they're all together. So this is my baby slide. So, friends, that was the end of today's lesson. And now, dun, 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 you win a awesome brain break. So, at the end, you can click on the link and then you'll have a big girls and big boys awesome brain break. See you.